We are so back. I'll put the wrong thumbnail though. There we go. Now it's fixed. It is fixed now. Let's see. Let's get some people. Boom. Now we wait. While we wait, we hydrate. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? How are we doing? I just need to know that. As long as I can know that, then I'm good. That's all I'm curious of, to be honest. Let's see. Boom. I'm trying to set everything up, do everything on the fly. Does that work? No. No, it should be. Okay, now you guys can hear it. Let's get a party in here. Party hardy. How we doing? How we doing? Let's make sure we don't have anybody trying to chat. It's not popping up for some reason. What's up? We got some good stuff on the agenda today. I kind of want to react to some more arrest footage. I think that would be funny. Like some cops. Focus, what are you doing? Quit being weird. Make yourself known in the chat. I'm trying to do this without smoking marijuana, weed, pot, whatever you want to call it. Because I noticed every time I do, it's like my brain turns to mush. And I just can't speak correctly. Like I start like stumbling over my words. I just don't like that. I want to be more entertaining than that. I want to bring some entertainment value. Not like retard value, I guess. New UG in the chat. New UG. All right. So on the agenda today, the first things first. What I do want to react to some more cops. I want to react to some more arrests. Maybe if there's some drama we can look at. I kind of want to react to that. Last time we ooh, hold on. There's some stuff I'm seeing. Yeah. So we're gonna have a good time today. I'm excited. I'm excited for today. So I mean, if you guys want to recommend anything that you want me to react to, I'm totally down for that. But Without further ado, mushy brain. Yeah, mushy brain. For some reason, the chat wasn't popping up over here, but it is popping up over here. That's a problem. That's actually a big problem. Don't know why that's happening. That's fine though. It's fine. It's not, but let's see. Oh, there it goes. Sticky right here. What's up, Jessica? Glad you came over. Yeah, glad you decided to join me. Makes me happy. Let's see. What do we want to react to? What is there? There's got to be something good. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to get into something. I'm Rick James, bitch. That's right. Every time you come in chat, that's all you say. You just call yourself Rick James. I wonder why. What is the psychology of that? Why would somebody just call themselves Rick James and then leave? Be like, I'm Rick James, bitch. All right. We need something. We need something. Let's refresh. Wait, you guys can't even see. The fuck? My fault, OG. See, this is a problem. Okay. Ba 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 da ba ba ba. I'm loving it. This, you guys, oh my god. I'm not gonna watch it on stream because this would be so long. But easily one of the most rewatchable drama streams I've ever seen in my entire life is this one. It's 6 hours long. It's fucking 6 hours long. It has everything. It has drama, it has screaming, it has insults, it has toxicity. Anything you could possibly want out of a drama it has. This is by far peak drama stream. I've never seen something like this. I mean, it's kind of weird, Keemstar with his like young girlfriend. That's weird. But anyway. God, yeah. The rewatchability of this is amazing. I agree. This is very amazing. One day I will react to this in its entirety one day. That day is not today, but one day. Maybe I'll make like a huge video on the whole Seth the Programmer drama. If you guys don't remember that. Oblivion Remastered is so fucking good. Well, I don't know. It's all right. I love Oblivion, but I didn't really fuck with the remaster that much. Let's see. Let's react to some Andrew Wilson stuff. Let's see what he got. I don't know. I'm not sure. What's a good one? Because I don't like getting too political. I mean, I don't mind like covering philosophy and ethics and stuff, but politics is not really my strong suit and not really much anything I'm interested in. Let's do this one, since I've never watched it. So it's Tim Pool, and I guess Andrew Wilson's reacting to Tim Pool.
You can talk about immigration. Let's try this. I have prioritized the field mouse problem in this building, and I have told all of the staff here my priority is the field mice. But one day Tate walks in and I caught a cricket, and he goes, "What the are you doing to the crickets? Why the
Are you guys able to hear this? Let me make sure.
Why don't you stop the field mice?" And I'm like, "Bro, we got the field mouse traps everywhere. You're just looking at the one instance where I've caught a cricket. Why are you mad at me?"
There's also more crickets.
We're talking about healthcare. We're talking about immigration.
Hello.
What has Donald Trump in the last 9 years that has helped us when it
You
comes
have
to our
no
healthcare?
examples to prove they are not prioritizing violent criminals.
I just gave you the statistic.
No,
You just
you're
said-
telling me that they've gotten people who are not violent criminals, who perhaps are easier
No, they
to
haven't gotten
apprehend.
people. The majority of people that they have
Because
apprehended
they're
are not violent.
easier.
Hello. Okay. Fuck. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
To apprehend, but does that mean they're not focused or prioritizing criminals? You're not making an argument.
So getting ICE agents to
Okay, I'm uninterested in this. That's completely uninteresting to me. I don't know. There's not much interesting here. That's what he got. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I guess we'll react to this. Investigating AI deepfakes, which AI is actually objectively getting like scary, like really scary. The stuff you can do with it is insane. Like the stuff I've done with it, like the thumbnail to this stream is just me throwing it into ChatGPT and just going, "Hey, do this for me," and it does it. Like it's almost unrecognizable. You cannot recognize it as AI. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I see me peeking, but yeah, you can't recognize it as AI. Which is actually scary. Which I wasn't that like I wasn't into the fear mongering. I wasn't into what people were saying about how AI is going to destroy the world and we're not going to be able to tell what. Like I didn't think that was going to be the case, and now it seems like it actually is. Like there are some videos out there that are made with AI, or at least enhanced by AI, that if you didn't know otherwise, you just wouldn't know. And now we're in a state of where everybody thinks, like you make a video, even if it's so cool and it like blows your mind, everyone just thinks it is AI. It's like, oh yeah, this is AI. So now we're in a state of what is that? Like we're on high alert for AI. What's up? What's up, Cool?
Today we're investigating
AI deepfakes
for the scams, propaganda,
and harassment that they enable.
Pretty spooky, right?
Well, I mean, let's be clear here.
Today we're investigating
Like there's some janky shit here. You can kind of tell with the mouth.
AI deep fakes.
For the scams.
Yeah, I mean it's close enough. It's close enough to be terrifying. Why does it keep clipping? Stop. It's close enough to be terrifying. Where we're moving into an age where we're not going to be able to tell. We're literally, it's going to be unrecognizable. Like we're not going to be able to tell what is AI and what's not. And then it poses a risk because somebody could make some sort of politically charged AI deepfake, and then that actually would just lead to some sort of war or some sort of wide scale hysteria, you know? Oh, federal AI is for what is federal? Is that like what they use in like the federal government? I didn't even know they had federal AI.
Propaganda.
and harassment that they enable.
Pretty spooky, right? Now, I tried to make this video 4 years ago, but I failed because it was too difficult to even demonstrate the technology. But today, anyone can be deepfaked, even the internet detective. Hi, everybody. This is CoffeeZilla, and I don't usually do videos like this, but the crypto market is going through a major crash. Now, let me stop me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, this is it's janky, but it's getting close. It's getting very close. And it's the voice too. There's this roboticness, that the lack of emotion and just the cadence, the way that he speaks. It's not there, but it's close. It's definitely close.
Right there. I can't believe I used to trust that guy. But truthfully, nobody is really safe from this tech. Mr. Beast, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I've seen the Neil deGrasse Tyson one. There was actually one that I actually got fooled on. I literally got fooled by one where it was Theo Von and Mark Zuckerberg. He was talking about us. Hold on, let me find this. Give me 1 second, guys. Theo Von, Mark Zuckerberg. Key time. Fake. You're number one. That's right. Yeah, this. I got fooled by this, bro.
You were on your knee.
Let me bring it over here. Yeah, this right here. I like, to be fair, I was scrolling on my phone and I wasn't really searching for it. So like, I literally thought that this was real, and I sent it to a buddy of mine. And he was like, "Bro, this is like, are you stupid? This is AI." And I was like, "Oh shit, really?" Let me see if I can. All right. Dox myself. Fuck. It's fine. I don't care. Actually, let me do this. Come on. I want to. Fuck. Is there no way I can?
For
I want to like rewind this. Actually, let me see if I can find it off of Instagram. There's one on TikTok. Here we go. Full screen it. Again, like, I don't know how many people are going to be fooled by this, but I definitely was.
a picture of you and you were on your knees asking for pee time.
What do you mean?
It's like a picture of you and you're on your knees looking up at the camera and your tongue is out and it says pee time. I'm just wondering whether it's real or fake. Jamie, could you pull that up? Wow.
There you go. I mean, that's a little weird of a photo, but
I do not think that is
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
I do not think that is good.
I don't like that at all.
So I saw a picture of you and you were on your
Bro, come on. That was funny. That was funny. I mean, like again, after my buddy pointed out that it was AI, I was like, oh shit, it was. Let's see. There is a scene in Dilbert from 1998 where a character is deepfaked. What is that? Dilbert? Ever since you mentioned the pitch thing in off key for that song, I've been analyzing it, and I think it's far worse. And you were just being nice, bro. The voice effect, auto-tune, keyword. I mean, of course. I mean, I'm not going to be like rude, but yeah. I mean, you know, I don't want to like discourage you from doing what you do. You know, I want you to be, you know, excited to make some more stuff. But yeah, that AI deepfake was insane. But that's a funny use for it.
Freeman, The Rock, John Cena, they've all been deepfaked. And it's not just for scams. Viral videos, news reports, the White House has even shared deepfakes. And today, I want to investigate all of it so we can finally learn what's real and what's fake.
What's real and what's deepfake? It's a dope-ass intro.
All right, before we can investigate deepfakes, let's break down what they are. A deepfake is just a piece of media that makes a person do or say something that never happened using deep learning. Hence the word deepfake. The technology has been around since 2017.
Yeah, that was really like this was the advent. This was like the start. And this is how we gauge how good AI is getting, is just by a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti. The first one was atrocious like this, and then it got better. It got way better too.
But it started going viral with this.
Oh yeah, well this is deepfake, but we're talking about, was referencing just the usage of AI to make, you know, silly videos.
It has been around since 2017, but it started going viral with this.
I'm gonna show you some magic. It's the real thing.
Except of course,
that was crazy. Also, Ghoul, if you want some tips on it, just DM me. This stream is not going to be like music related. This is just going to be me streaming and reacting to the stuff, and then I'm going to clip that up and make that into videos. But yeah, if you want to DM me, I'll give you some tips.
Thing. That's not Tom Cruise. It's Miles Fisher, and he's the co-founder of Metaphysic AI, and he deepfaked himself several times.
Well, I mean, it also helps that he kind of he kind of looks like him. That is wild. They have some really similar features. I mean, his jaw is a little bit more square, and this one's a little bit more round, but still, like, look at that. The eyes, kind of the nose. It's wild. That's wild.
Fisher, and he's the co-founder of Metaphysic AI, and he deepfaked himself several times, fooling almost everyone. If you made a chart of realism from 0 to 100, this felt like a 90, and I was worried about how it could be abused with scams, especially as they put in more effort, time, and money to push the realism. And that's why I reached out to Meta.
Well, they have done that. I'm sure he'll probably get into this, but there have been scams where people will call and it will be a blank, nobody's there. It will just be silent. And what they're doing is then when somebody when you're talking, you're like, hello. What they do is they grab your voice from that and then try to like extort you or try to, like, you know, message or call your family members with that deep fake of just your voice. And then they try to get scams, and it successfully has happened. This has happened before, which is scary. I hope I'm not so doom and gloom about it. I hope we get to the point to where we have some way to combat this. I don't really know how we would do it unless there's something in that they can, like, do something where anything that is deep faked, they put something in there in the visuals where you can actually go into the actual information of the video, like maybe go into the settings or something like that, and you can see something that is clear, that shows that it is AI, because in the future it will get extremely scary. It's just going to get hard. You know, it's going to get hard for the layman to know, and then, you know, we're going to be in a worse position, honestly. Oh yeah. Let's see. AI is almost undisguisable. That's true. This is why you should turn on the setting to make the caller state a reason for calling. Also, Scam Guard. Yeah, for sure. 100%. I agree. I just hope there's more guardrails in place, because it seems like I don't think they expected this to go where it's going. Like I don't think they expected AI to take on the form that it's taking now and actually grow as big as it's growing. And now it's starting to become uncontrollable. Like how are you going to control this? They don't even really know why it's working. They just know it works. Which is, again, I know I keep saying the word, but it's fucking scary, dude. Like we have this thing that people are using that we don't really even know how it's working. We just know it does.
Metaphysic AI in 2022 to collaborate, and they agreed to deepfake me so I could warn people. But unfortunately, that's when I hit a roadblock, because I learned about the incredibly complicated technology behind Deep Tom Cruise. I would need multiple broadcast cameras, lights, I had to read a special script, and that's just to get the model trained. Then you have to act, and for a variety of reasons, I wasn't able to finish the video. The magic of Deep Tom Cruise was that they made a very complicated process just look really easy. But
yeah, that, I mean, if you're going to get that good as like the Tom Cruise one, I mean, yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. You're not going to get something that good. I mean, I don't know where it's progressed now. Like, I think you could do this. I've seen some really funny deepfakes where somebody acts like Elon Musk and goes on Omegle or something like that, which I wouldn't mind doing for a bit, but
ultimately, I'm glad I didn't finish that video, because I was about to warn the world about this kind of hyper-realistic deepfake. And that's kind of what the world already is worried about, right? Because it captures our imagination. We can all imagine a world where this is the norm.
Yeah, I've seen this, yeah.
You really can't tell what's real or fake. And that's why every few years, a hyper-real deepfake celebrity goes viral, because it's a step towards that fear.
Yeah, because it is a fear. Because imagine like this. And I'm sure it's been used in some form or fashion like this, but imagine you have an actor that's extremely famous. They rack in a lot of money and then they die. What's going to happen then? Like, if we have the technology to deepfake them, you could just clone their voices. You can clone their face, and then you can just continue to make money off of them. You can still make movies, and that's like an ethical concern. That, like, what we're still going to be using people in movies after they die. You know, instead of just letting them rest. You know, it's just that's an odd world we live in, that you can actually do shit like this. Like, that's you could totally do it. You could totally just do that now. But like, who knows where it's going to be in the future, where maybe that's going to be commonplace.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can.
This is clearly AI. Like, no doubt about it. You could just hear the voice. I almost said Donald Trump. Obama has a clear inflection. He has a way he speaks, but
Make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, like Jordan Peele.
But today I'm convinced there's a bigger risk, something that I spent very little time worrying about.
I mean, I've done this. I mean, totally not ethical. Totally not okay. It was entirely a joke. But I actually had Wendigoon comment on one of my videos on TikTok, because I was making deep fakes of him. This is so fucked up. I was making deep fakes of him. I made it that my deep fake of Wendigoon actually made it into a pyrocynical video. And he cut me out of it, of course, which is fine. I get it. I understand. But I was doing it to be inflammatory, or not inflammatory. I was doing it to rile people up. I was trying to get people pissed off and stuff like that, kind of rage bait. And people did not like it. They did not like it at all. Like, I actually got death threats. I got rape threats. People were telling me they were going to murder and rape me, DMing me. I have proof of all of this if I really need to show it, but I kind of don't. I wonder if I can find the deep fake I did of Wendigoon. It's on my, but basically it was a thing where I acted like me and him were in a call, and I uploaded those on TikTok because I thought that would be funny, which they were, but it was still kind of fucked up because I was making him denounce his religion. Yeah, but I mean, no hate toward it. It wasn't like I was like intentionally. It was obviously AI. I wasn't trying to pass it off like it was real.
Which is actually the dumb deepfakes, the
Obama. I don't know, man. Might be AI.
Flop deepfakes, the obviously bad ones that were made on consumer apps. The kind of deepfakes you don't need professional equipment for or a Hollywood team for. Early on, most people and myself just disregarded them because it just seemed like they were obviously fake. But the threat I didn't see coming was that curve we saw earlier flattening and the low effort deepfakes starting to get realistic enough to fool enough people. And that makes them far more dangerous than Deep Tom Cruise could ever be, because unlike him, anyone can make slop deepfakes easily and
It's true.
at scale.
That's funny because, like I was just saying, I did that. I think I have it. Hold on, I'm actually gonna pull it up. Fuck it. I have it here. Let me pull it up. It's on here somewhere. Do I have like the original video? Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
So basically what I did, I forgot the website I used, but I basically wrote a script for myself and I wrote a script for Wendigoon, and I used 11 Labs, and then I put it into this and it made this, it pumped this out. So that's actually my voice that's saying this, but I used the 11 Labs to make it sound like Wendigoon, which if you look at this obviously seems like AI. I mean, it's no shit. I wonder if I have like the full video that I made where I'm on the bottom, and so this was made to look like me and him were in a call. Oh, I mean, here's like some of the backlash. So you can see like the video up here. You can see like the original. So it's me and him making AI videos and making Wendigoon look like bad Jesus. Oh yeah, there's the another video. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's like yeah. This is what they said to me. They DM me this. We're gonna murder you and rape you. It's literally what they did. I'm not even shitting you. Which I mean, I'm not gonna say I deserve that, but I mean, I still think like I understand the outrage.
Yeah, what? No, why would anybody ever call me that? That isn't even like I'm a Christian, you know, like that's no, nobody has ever called me that. Like this is stupid. No, like I don't even know why you would even say, you know.
So, and then here was the one that made it in the Pyrocynical video.
It is a good book, but it just has too many words. What? Yeah, the ones on TikTok.
Bro, come on. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's never okay. Guys, please leave Josiah alone. He never meant any harm, and he is a part of the Wendigoon crew. You got it, homie. And as always, thank you for watching.
Come on. Come on. That's funny. Hold on. Let me look up. Hold on.
And at scale. And of course, that's exactly what happened in 2025.
Yeah, this.
Of Twitter thinking that it was AI. I mean, there was one tweet here, for example, didn't get too much traction, but saying, if you watch Wendigoon and thought that the Wendigoon clip was actually deep.
Okay, so in this entire video, he's basically going. So when I made these deepfakes of Wendigoon, it was bad timing because Wendigoon had just gotten hacked, or it was like social engineered on Twitter or X or whatever. And I did it around the same time, like literally the same time. Look, this has 947,000 views. And and it got posted on Reddit. It was like on Wendigoon, the top post on Wendigoon's Reddit which I went on there and was rage baiting them as well.
Fake
But
AI.
if you watch this, he shows like that same video I just showed you just now on stream. He pulls it up, but he clips me out of it because in the original it's me and Wendigoon. Wendigoon's on top, I'm on bottom. But he clipped me out of it.
It's because people in the past have made Wendigoon AI. I mean,
he's talking about me.
Guy's an incredibly popular YouTuber. It's bound to happen. Like, for example, this TikTok.
I made this. I literally made this. This is mine. 947,000 views.
Was literally posted on the subreddit, and this isn't real. It's entirely an AI deepfake.
Yes, clearly. I don't know why you're talking about this like it needs to even be said.
That was literally posted on the subreddit, and this isn't real. It's entirely an AI.
You don't need to say that. We know it is AI. We know this is AI.
Deepfake. And the scariest thing is this ploy seems to have still got half of Twitter thinking that it was AI. I mean, there was one tweet here, for example, didn't get too much traction, but saying, if you watch Wendigoon and thought this was him, I don't know what to tell you. And the worst thing is, it is him.
Yeah, so this is not, he's not referencing this. He's referencing like all of this stuff up here. But yeah, like this is my video, like that I generated. And I thought it was crazy because when this was first uploaded, I was like, there's no way this is gonna be in there. There's no way. And it was legitimately in there. Wendigoon actually commented on there and asked me to stop. He commented on my TikTok and asked me to stop making those, and I did. I as soon as he asked me to stop, I did. But yeah, there was like so many people that were freaking out about this. They were like on the Reddit. They were really digging into me, and yeah. So here's another one. So look, you can see me and Wendigoon right here. I could, if I really tried, I could really find the original files. But yeah, that's my old account. Wendigoon confesses he's not Christian. Yeah, so I had him denouncing it. Bro, hey bro, just FYI, you can 100% get sued for this. Defamation lawsuits are no joke. Clearly AI, quit making fake videos. Yay, AI slop TikToks. Come on, make real content. I was just trying to piss people off. I was being rage baity, which is kind of like my style of comedy. But yeah, tangent over.
And of course, that's exactly what happened in 2025, literally the year of slop. That's when we all saw a tidal wave of content, and it's not a surprise why. AI tools had gotten cheap.
There's no way. Like, I wonder. There's no way I'm gonna be in this, right? Like, there's no way. I don't think so. Probably not. Why doesn't he have captions or transcripts? But anyway.
Easy enough, and just good enough to flood social media. And unfortunately, I think deepfakes are experiencing the same phenomenon. Just think about the difference between the two approaches. 4 years ago, I was set to collaborate with a world-leading deepfake company. I would need their help, their specialized technology, a custom training set, and a huge amount of data. But today, I deepfaked the intro you saw in the beginning with 2 $20 subscriptions by myself. I used the likeness of 3 presidents, the world's richest man, the world's most popular YouTuber and podcaster. And
yeah, but like, again, we're still at a point where it doesn't entirely work. Like it's still, if you're at taking a very like simple glance at it, you might be fooled by it. But we're not at the point, I don't think, where I don't know. I don't want to take a hard stance on it because I do think that it is getting kind of crazy where you can be fooled. I have, but hopefully we get control of this.
Had them all say things they never said. And how long did it take me? 2 days, mostly because I'd never done it before. And
mine took me like 30 minutes.
Might say, well, it didn't look as real as Deep Tom Cruise, and that's absolutely true.
Oh shit! Subscriber. Damn, I have a new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate that.
But my question that I'm starting to ask is, does it need to be that real to fool enough people to be dangerous? How good is the average person anyways?
Also, I seen a video. I don't know if I'm going to go fully into this, but there was a video that Donald Trump had put out I forgot what he was talking about, but me and some people in a Discord server, I literally seen that it was AI. He clearly used AI in the video, and he posted it on his official Twitter. Like he did, like undeniably. And I think this is it.
At telling the difference between AI fakes and the real thing. And this
Maybe
is when
not.
I realized I needed an expert's help. So I went to the Discord diner to find answers. Can you tell me your name and what it is you do?
My name is Hani Farid. I'm a professor here at the University of California, Berkeley, where I specialize in digital forensics, misinformation. The first thing you want to ask yourself about the type of work that I do, which is building computational and mathematical techniques to detect fake content, is do you need it? Can your visual system and your auditory system tell? We run in my lab here at UC Berkeley perceptual studies where we, for example, have people look at images. Half of them are real, half of them are fake. Hundreds and hundreds of participants, they're barely above chance. Images are through what we call the uncanny valley. They are now indistinguishable. Now with voices, same thing. Real voices, fake voices, half real, half fake. We published the study just about a year ago, I think, maybe 9 months ago. Also barely above chance. With video is interesting. So video is, we are doing this literally as we speak. We have a paper under review right now. I would say it's a little bit better than images, a little bit better than audio. Your accuracy, where chance is 50%, is about 70%, give or take. So slightly above chance. But again, in the best possible situation, in a lab setting where we're telling you what to do, they're not emotional videos, they're not partisanship, you don't have a prior belief. I would say within the next 12 months, full-blown video is going to be over, right? It's over.
Let me repeat that. Most people cannot tell fake audio. They can't tell fake pictures.
Well, I think it's most people that aren't in this space. Like I think you're better off. You're going to be better off fooling like boomers or older people, and even then, they're kind of getting savvy to this sort of stuff. And I do think that there needs to be like widespread like teaching. Like we need to have some sort of education on what to look for in terms of AI. You know, what you can kind of look out for. Now, this sort of teaching could become obsolete if better technology comes around that makes it even worse, or I mean, depending on how you look at it, better. But I do think that there needs to be some sort of education on this. I'm not suggesting maybe doing this in schools. Maybe it gets bad enough where we need to. But that's some like dystopian society where we're having to teach children how to look out for AI, which is wild.
And in 12 months, they probably won't be able to tell fake videos. What does this mean for us as a people who are living in a world of media? That is what this investigation is about. We're going to look at the 3 biggest applications of deepfakes in your life, specifically scams, propaganda, and explicit media, starting with scams, where deepfakes are used all of the time to impersonate people, whether it be a loved one, a celebrity, an influencer like Mr. Beast. They're usually deepfaked to sell a worthless product.
If you're watching this video, you're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an...
I've seen shit like this too. It's not like just, it's not uncommon. Like people do this commonly.
iPhone 15 Pro for just $2.
That Alpha Grind product is all over TikTok. If you go to Amazon and you type in libido booster for men, you're going to find it right at the top.
I mean, it's not even good. It's not good. You can see that this is AI. You can hear it too. Maybe the visuals are harder to see if it's fake or not, but like I know like the audio for sure.
Or in my case, cryptocurrency.
But it's in moments like these that the best opportunities are born.
Sometimes they're even selling companionship.
We'll get through this together, step by step. You're not alone, and I love you more than words can say.
But the goal every time is to leverage your trust in the deepfaked identity and use it to make money. One of the most common schemes are live streams of President Trump or other famous CEOs, deepfaked with a pretty simple scam.
If you want to come out stronger, you need to build your portfolio back up fast. And that QR code is your gateway.
Like if you're a boomer, if you're an older generation, I could very much see this fooling you. If you're not privy to this stuff, I could see that. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
0.1 BTC, 1 ETH, you send, you get double. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Of course, President Trump is not actually going to double your money, and scammers just steal whatever you send. But despite YouTube trying for years to shut this down, they keep popping up. These scammers keep bypassing restrictions all the time, and sadly, YouTube CEO even admits it's getting harder to detect what's real and what's AI generated, which he says is critical for detecting deep fakes. Now, because of this, YouTube in 2026 is rolling out new tools to help creators catch deep fakes. But even those solutions aren't perfect.
My name is Dr. Mikhail Varshavsky, better known as Dr. Mike. I'm a board-certified family medicine.
This guy's cool. I've seen him in Create Clash with iDubbbz and stuff. This guy, and I've seen his videos. He's been on Jubilee. He's a very knowledgeable guy.
Who makes content online focusing on busting health misinformation. We are fortunate enough that we're participating in a beta with the YouTube team on something called the likeness detection tool to potentially flag instances where people are misusing my image, my likeness to say things that I'm not saying.
Have you seen yourself deep faked in the wild yet?
I am deep faked in the wild every single day, numerous times a day, and we're trying our best to fight back against that, given certain platforms have tools to fight back against this. But then there are platforms where you have no say, and you just have to be okay with your image being misused.
Right. Dr. Mike highlights a problem. He's in the YouTube detection program, stopping deepfakes. But even if that were perfect, on other platforms, there's just nothing to help him.
And the problem in this space is you're only as good as the lowest common denominator. You can have 9 out of 10 of these platforms doing the right thing, and one of them not, and guess where the bad guy goes?
Well, of course, to the place who allows deep fakes. Now,
yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad YouTube is becoming, aware and actually like taking strides and taking steps to try to prevent people from being, taken over by or like being fooled by AI. That's good. That's a step in the right direction. I just don't know where this is going to go. I don't know. We have to see. The best thing to do is probably to be optimistic towards the future. Don't be pessimistic. Don't be doomer and gloom. Just go, this is a cool technology that's coming out, and let's hope that it doesn't become widely misused. It has already, but let's hope we can combat it.
I should mention, it's not always a real doctor, detective, or Mr. Beast that's being impersonated. Sometimes the deepfake isn't even of a real person, but the scam is some kind of bait and switch. Like when Corridor Digital showed how an AI modeling photo was used to bait and switch people into buying a product that wasn't what they advertised. And this is actually a huge
Gemini
e-commerce. The YouTuber Pleasant Green made a video about a trend of old people selling you handcrafted products, only to find out that all these old artisans are AI generated, and the real owners are selling cheap Chinese knockoffs, which look nothing like the product photos.
See, that's so fucking scummy, dude. Oh my God, we live in a society. This is where we live. We live in this world. This is not like an alternate reality. We're actually in it. People are being scammed using AI. Not just like regular scams where it's like, oh yes, like the people are buying products that are being advertised using AI. So fucked, bro. People are losing money. It's fucked.
That cute couple selling you hand-knit sweaters, they don't exist. But even if the primary use of deepfakes is impersonating real or fake people, sometimes it's just to make the scam more efficient or to be safer. Think about scam callers. Previously, they needed a big call center. Sometimes they would get raided. But nowadays, those same companies can replace their workers with 10 times as many AI callers who don't sleep, don't ask for a raise, sound like a human, and most importantly, do not blow the whistle on you, making the operation both more scalable and safer to run. As someone who busts scams all the time, by the way, I can tell you it's usually the ex-wife, coworkers, contractors who unravel the whole thing. But if you need fewer people,
Now, also, I literally seen, there was somebody that got arrested for deep faking. I think he worked for a school. He deep faked the principal to try and blackmail him. And it went viral all over social media where people were thinking that this principal was saying extremely racist shit really badly. And luckily the guy got caught. This was actually affecting his job. He did it because he got fired. He got let go from his job. And I guess he got really pissed off at the principal for doing that to him. It was bad. And like, I don't know what else to say about that. Like that's terrible.
Risk goes down. Just look at Checkpoint Research, a cybersecurity firm who recently uncovered malware called VoidLink. It was described as highly modular, advanced with adaptive stealth, resembling the efforts of multiple teams of professionals, they said. Now, previously, all of that would be expensive and risky to maintain that headcount. But a few days later, Checkpoint Research discovered most of the code was authored almost entirely by artificial intelligence in less than a week, likely under the direction of a single individual. So AI is making sophisticated scamming possible for the first time in history as a solo operator. And it's much safer that way, with the tools for stealing credibility or just completely faking your identity easier than ever. And in the best of times, this would all represent a very serious threat. But we are also in a crime is legal era, making it hard to believe we're gonna put up a fight against deepfake scams, especially when our government actually kind of loves deepfakes. Like, a lot. A lot. Which brings us to
that's actually funny. I mean, it's sad, but it's funny that our government is actually using AI. And this is only a problem because, you know, the internet and social media is integrated so far into our society that you can't get away from it. Back in the, 70s, if this technology, which obviously is impossible, but if this technology was around, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. Or the 80s or 90s or whatever, it wouldn't really be as big of a deal because it's like we weren't so integrated into our phones. But now every part of our world has something to do with the internet, has something to do with social media, has something to do with some sort of system that is online.
Application propaganda, which is not new, but deepfakes are kind of the evolution of it. Now, most people assume propaganda is brainwashing. It's something that only dumb people fall for. It could never affect me, but the effects are much more complicated than you might realize. Take, for instance, these videos of Venezuelans crying tears of joy after their leader was captured.
Oye, el dictador cayó. Finalmente. Estamos libres.
It's terrible, bro. So bad.
Cayó finalmente. Granadito, hermano, esto es real. Estamos libres.
Like, because you imagine people actually thinking that this happened. Like, you live there. This actually affects you. This isn't just something that you're watching on the sidelines. Imagine that. And then you get fooled by it. And then you make decisions based off of that. Because this is like unprecedented. This stuff, it's not like these people are just idiots for believing it. You know, there are some people who aren't educated on AI being used like this. You know, it's very easy to be the guy on the internet and be like, oh yeah, well, you're an idiot for falling for it and not verifying it. I mean, some people just don't know. They really don't know. And rather than taking the asshole approach and be like, oh, it's your fault for being fooled, I think it's better that you try to help in some way.
Mira cómo está la gente. ¡Viva Venezuela libre! Gracias, maestro. ¡Viva la libertad!
Oh my God.
Videos were used as evidence that America's raid on Maduro was actually a great thing, even for the people of Venezuela. But those clips, turns out, are not real. They're, of course, AI-generated propaganda. And we should ask, what was the goal and effect of those videos? You might think the goal is to convince us that Venezuelans are happy, and that clearly worked because these videos went viral. But what is the effect on people who didn't fall for it, the people who saw it get debunked a day later? I would know. I was one of those people who happened to see a debunk video. And I brought it up with my buddy who we'd been talking about this situation. I asked where he heard Venezuelans liked our overthrow. He responded he was just reading Reddit, no objective data. I said a few fake AI videos were floating, hard to know what's real. He replied, yep, could be bots on Reddit as well. So think about this. Me and my friend are trying to just learn what's true, but we realize there's fake AI videos, could be bots, astroturfing. What's propaganda's effect on us? I mean, honestly, it's just suspicion of everything.
And this is the real...
Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. We're going to be hyper vigilant and just be suspicious of everything that comes out on the internet. You know, I've seen people who have done some cool shit, you know, on Instagram or something like where like either magic, like this is definitely going to affect the magic community because anytime you do something on camera, you know, where you're trying to do a trick or you're trying to do some magic trick or whatever, people are just going to go, oh, this is just AI. You're using AI to do that, which is sad because that's like a whole field that people are that specialize in it, you know, that really dedicate their lives to really like the sleight of hand, all of that, like the David Blaine stuff, which I mean, I guess could be a positive because then you could just encourage people to just see it in real life and then we can just move away from the internet. But still.
Danger here is that we cognitively check out because we give up. It's just too complicated. We don't know what to believe. We don't know what not to believe. So we're like, all right, it. Just, I give up. Right?
Yeah, and it makes it even worse if you're like just doom scrolling. And that's the point. You don't want to give, you don't want to do some sort of effort. You just want to be like fucking loaded in with all of this information. That's what makes it worse, is that we're being trained to do that too by social media. Just by sitting there doing it on your phone. You don't want to do any effort. You want everything to be curated just to load into your brain the entertainment instead of searching for it. You just click an app and start scrolling.
This is not a good outcome for a democracy. So here's what I can tell you about Venezuela. I must have seen a dozen videos of people celebrating and thanking Trump. Every single one of them was fake. The answer to these questions are always complicated and nuanced. Was there somebody on some street corner celebrating? 100% I believe that is to be the case, right? But I also think, you know, in this particular case, figuring out what is happening in the world is incredibly complicated. Doing that in moments of military conflict is particularly complicated. And particularly when everybody wants an answer right now.
Yeah, he's right. And because everyone wants that answer now, propaganda is happy to step in. But the goal and effect of propaganda isn't just one thing. For some people, obviously, they made up their mind immediately before the facts came in. But for me and others who may have seen that debunk video, the effect was more suspicion. And that's funny because later, if you look at the polling way after the event, it turns out lots of Latin Americans and even Venezuelans were indeed happy about Maduro being removed. It's just that those videos were totally fake and not based on any kind of facts. So I'm not saying deepfake propaganda is always wrong and the opposite is always true. But propaganda is always fake and it makes real facts harder to find. In other words, it doesn't stop people from working to get informed. It just makes people feel like getting informed is too much work. This is honestly well understood in places like Russia who are more...
Yeah, because I mean, you don't want to have to fact check everything that you see. I mean, you probably should. You should have a level of skepticism so you don't get fooled. But I mean, it is a lot of work to like go do the footwork to have it done yourself. That's why you have stuff like on Twitter, you have the fact checkers, which I think YouTube has a system like that as well. But it could definitely be upgraded. Like we now need this, which fucking sucks. Like it sucks that we have to have that because we used to live in a world where you could just go on YouTube, like in the 2010s, you know, you can just, or you know, before that, you just go on YouTube and just watch cool videos that people were making. You know, now it's just being taken advantage of.
With propaganda, but Westerners are far more naive. They think they could never fall for such cheap tricks.
I'm Russian. I grew up in Russia, and when people in the West talk about propaganda, I usually understand the theory they're describing, but emotionally it feels foreign, because what they imagine is very clean, very cinematic. Real propaganda is messer, more boring, more human. For a long time I thought propaganda was something that only worked on people who weren't very smart, and that belief itself is exactly what propaganda relies on. Because propaganda doesn't need to make you stupid, it just needs to make you tired. When you live inside it, propaganda doesn't arrive as an event. There is no moment where you say, ah yes, now the propaganda has begun. The real version is quieter, more psychological, more human. Propaganda doesn't shout at you until you believe. It talks until...
This just sounds, I mean, I don't know if it is, and I don't know if the point of CoffeeZilla bringing this up is that this is AI, but it's just the way it's written just sounds so ChatGPT. ChatGPT, there are some things that you can look out for when you're using, when somebody uses ChatGPT to write something. There's always something, like there's a lot of comparisons. It's like, it's not X, it's Y. That's a very ChatGPT thing to say. It does in there. It compares two things in totally different ways, like this right here, like right, more human, more psychological.
Propaganda doesn't.
Yeah, this like metaphorical speak propaganda doesn't shout at you.
Until you believe.
Yeah.
It talks until you're too tired
Yeah, this is ChatGPT for sure.
to care. And that's why it works.
Yeah, he's right. And now imagine what happens when Slop Deep.
See, I could. It's so funny because CoffeeZilla. I feel like that was written with AI. That was written like that has to be like if you type that out verbatim, what he just said, I bet you if you put that in a ChatGPT analyzer, it would say that it was at least like 99% AI.
Allow propaganda to be churned out at scale. To be clear, this isn't something that's going to happen in the future. It's already happening. Deepfakes were deployed in the Russian-Ukraine conflict, Israel, Gaza.
See, that is sad because and Israel, Gaza, obviously, but like the Russian stuff is like, if you've seen videos on Twitter, which I really don't suggest you see them, but like that shit is sad. Like with the drones, them flying and blowing them up, and then people like the war videos are just awful. And it's very easy to shield yourself from that and just be like, whatever. It's not even really happening. But like it is. And people are dying in very gruesome ways, very mercilessly.
Fake war videos, fake speeches. Deepfakes are everywhere. People even disagree about which ones are the deepfakes. And it's only getting harder to spot. This photo of Alex Preddy on the ground in Minneapolis, where the details are crisp and clear, it's fake. The next one, also fake. The real version is blurry. But which one did a congressman use? Well, of course, the fake photo. When MSNBC also showed an image of Alex
We're
Preddy
cooked.
audiences, it was an AI deepfake photo, which made him look more tan, more conventionally attractive. Just recently, the White House deepfaked an arrest photo to make a lady seem like she was crying when she was
Oh my God, are you fucking serious?
White House deepfake.
I mean, it does look clearly AI, but the White House is putting this out. This came from their Twitter. Bro.
Faked an arrest photo to make a lady seem like she was crying when she was not. When people noticed it, you might expect an apology, but the White House responded instead, the memes will continue. And I've noticed that's
Wait, what?
Apology, but the White House
They directed me to this tweet from a senior official. The memes will continue. Is that true? Like, did that actually happen? I hope CoffeeZilla wouldn't put misinformation in his video, but I mean, I hope that did not happen. I hope that they did not actually do that.
responded instead, the memes will continue. And I've noticed that's kind of the modern excuse for using propaganda. You'll notice whenever someone's political allies use deepfakes, they'll excuse it as a meme or just a troll, right? But when someone's enemies use deepfakes, it's misinformation. It's inexcusable, right? The video of their opponents getting arrested, oh, that's funny. That's a joke. But the video of their friends getting arrested, that's a call to violence. That's dangerous. Now, personally, I think all of this should be called what it is. It's political propaganda, but don't expect politicians to stop using it because this is their dream come true. At the press of a button, they can make anything, any narrative seem real. And if people catch them, they can just say, oh, it was a joke. Of course, even if they can't say it's a joke, like this AI generated ad of a congressman.
I just voted to keep the government shut down. They say it'll hurt farmers.
I mean, at the bottom left, it says this this video is AI generated. So, I mean, good thing they put that in there, but all you have to do is just crop it up just a little bit and that's cut out.
But I wouldn't know. I've only seen a farm on Instagram.
Well, technically, they told you it was AI generated in the bottom left of the clip. Now, of course, most people aren't going to notice that, but what's most worrying to me is that most people don't seem to care about the use of fully AI-generated propaganda if it suits their bias. In fact, when you tell someone that a video or image is fake, they sometimes will resist it because they actually kind of want it to be true. Take, for instance, Joe Rogan.
Have you seen this video?
I haven't seen it. Please play it. I haven't seen it.
Please, Jamie, find that
Tim
video.
Walsh is,
but this is
weird. That was a big mistake.
It's probably a real person. It might not be Tim Walsh. The Trump is AI generated.
No, he slaps his ass.
I mean, that is hilarious.
Oh, it's definitely him. This is all 100% real, Jamie. You're a plant by the government.
Jamie's compromised, and I'm worried about Jamie, and I'm worried about Grok.
Does it say that it's AI?
I mean, yes.
You say it's AI.
No, the video.
Everybody says
the
it?
The video I played on top says it's AI generated.
Rep Riley Moore fell for an AI generated video of Minnesota. I fell for it too.
Yeah, just then. You literally just fell for it. I mean, I don't know if CoffeeZilla is saying like, yeah, this is biased, but it's just, I think it's just ignorance. It's just ignorance to what it is. I mean, I just watching the clip on my own, like just now. I mean, it kind of looks real, but
this is all 100% real, Jamie.
I mean, what you could do is just like, if you make an AI generated video, and this is what I noticed. If somebody makes an AI deepfake or like a deepfake or a AI generated video, and you just degrade the quality of it where it has some sort of artifacts, it almost becomes you almost cannot tell that it's like, you can't tell that it's not real. Like you can't. I've seen that. I mean, maybe someone who's very knowledgeable on this stuff can, but I couldn't. And I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at like spotting it.
You're a plant by AI?
I mean, yes.
You say it's AI.
No, the video.
Everybody says
the
it?
The video I played on top says it's AI generated.
Rep Riley Moore fell for an AI generated video of Minnesota government. I fell for it too.
Now, I love this clip because it shows a bias so clearly that we all share. Rogan sees something that's AI generated. He believes it because it already fits something he already kind of believes to be true. But when Jamie tells him he's falling for AI generated propaganda, he resists it until it's so obvious that he admits kind of why he fell for it in the first place.
And you know why I fell for it?
Yeah.
Because I believe that he's capable of doing something
But that's
that
his
dumb.
essence.
He's so weird.
Yeah, the reason he fell for it is because the deepfake already fit Joe's view of the world. And so it bypassed the obvious red flags that would be clear to someone else. And it's the same reason that people on the left would believe a story about Trump's leaked Epstein audio.
Not releasing the Epstein files.
Fuck. Bro, oh my god. Like, if I seen this, I would clearly know it's AI, but I would have the same reaction I am right now. It's funny. Like, we're not releasing the Epstein files. Fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Taylor Greene, I don't care. Not releasing the Epstein files. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't care what you do. Start a war. Just don't let them get out. If I go down, I will bring all of you down with me.
Now that
is pretty convincing.
AI clip that circulated. It's fake. It's also the reason people believed videos about food stamp entitled moms.
Y'all ain't hear me. They cut my food stamps. I ain't paying for none of this shit. I got babies at home that gotta eat. You think I'm just gonna leave my cart here? Hell no. I ain't paying nothing.
Hey, that's a good point. You should just let her have it. Just let her have it. Fuck it.
I'm walking out with it. Try and stop me.
Now, once again,
fuck. Jeez, dude. We're so cooked. We are actually cooked as a society. I'm looking for something.
That's an AI deepfake, but each of those clips fit into a target audience's imagination of what is happening in the world. So it is believed. Even after you might point out to these people that this stuff is fake, many will resist it or fall back on the same reasoning that Rogan gave.
And you know why I fell for it?
Yeah.
Because I believe that he's capable of doing something
But that's his
dumb.
essence.
He's so weird.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that video was fake, but it's probably something that's already happening anyways. And that instinct is why deepfakes are so dangerous. They let us see and hear what we already expected to. It allows propagandists to further radicalize us into beliefs that we already have. And even if you don't fall for it, the propaganda is still poison because it wears you out. If you see enough of it, you don't bother to learn what the truth is. Who knows what's real anyways? And speaking of that, what's real, let's talk about the real roots of deepfakes.
Is this like, are we talking about like porn, AI porn videos? Which, if you go to Pornhub or if you go to any of these like porn sites, I don't know from experience, there is a lot of AI ads, AI sex ads, where they're like, oh yeah, why don't you stop jerking off and come watch this AI? You can make her whatever you want. And I just instantly like fucking skip that. Just fuck that. Get out of here.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
Weird. Bro's weird.
Adult media is credited as an early driver of technological change, and deepfakes are no different.
My name is Cecilia D'Anastasio, and I'm a reporter with Bloomberg News.
And specifically, you talk about deepfakes, right? Like the rise of this technology. Can you give me a quick lay of the land of like what has been happening in the last few years?
So we started hearing the word deepfake in around 2017. It was popularized through a subreddit, also called Deepfakes, where people would post sort of face-swapped images of celebrities that were intended to be pornographic. That subreddit...
Yeah, that's... I don't know, that's weird. I keep saying that, but it is... I don't know. It's hard to form it. Obviously, it's bad. Like you don't want this happening. Because then this could lead to like, child exploitation as well, which people have been arrested for that. There have been people who have been arrested for making deepfakes of children in sexually explicit. Like there was a teacher that did it of his students. Which fuck them. Like yeah, like lock him up, throw away the key. Get rid of him. Like that's he's fucked because obviously what he's doing is he's trying to probably find a loophole where he's not technically having real images, but like the AI generated ones are even just as bad because we already know what you're trying to do. If given the opportunity to have those images and partake in watching those images for sexual pleasure, he would. The real thing, not just AI.
Reddit got about 100,000 members before it was banned. Even though people weren't able to post deepfakes on that subreddit anymore, demand for the deepfakes and demand for the technology producing those deepfakes only grew.
So it turns out deepfakes originally came from people wanting to digitally undress people without consent, or face swap celebrities into explicit videos, which for the person on the receiving end, to be clear, is an awful experience.
It is incredibly traumatizing to wake up one morning and just see someone on the internet go through your image and decide, I don't want to see you with clothes on. I want to see you in this different way, and just take your agency away. What they're doing is telling these women, like, you are not a person. You are, to me, this object of desire. And that is a very difficult thing for people to take sitting down.
And unfortunately, these non-consensual deepfakes have become huge online, and for years, there were sort of no laws against them. Now, luckily, Congress finally remembered we can make laws, and the Take It Down Act was created to criminalize the non-consensual publication of intimate imagery. Not only that, the Defiance Act is also being pushed, which lets the victim sue the perpetrator.
Yeah, I mean, I think this does open up, like it opens up a Pandora box. It opens up a Pandora's box that would just completely dehumanize people, and just turn them into sexual objects, which for relationships is already not good. If you're able to, like, the thing that makes sexual attraction a big thing is the fact that I think, the scarcity of it sometimes. I mean, there are some people who have just complete open free reign to just get whatever they want. But I do think if there's like a particular person that you could just find a picture of, like somebody that in real life, and then you could just AI deepfake them into like some sort of sexually explicit photo or undress them or whatever. Obviously, it's not going to be the real thing, but for some people, it's just going to be good enough. So it's like you don't even need to ask them, hey, like, or like form some sort of personal relationship with them to get them to do this. You could just have pictures of it themselves, which is fucked. Like, that's just fucked.
And this has been gathering a lot of public support too.
It's the newest form of victimization happening at scale to your daughters, your sisters, your friends, and neighbors. A staggering 1 in 8 girls today are experiencing the harms of AI-generated deepfake porn.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're getting that statistic from, but I mean, there are a lot of gooners on the internet, so it doesn't surprise me.
She's right. I mean, ultimately, this stuff is kind of a no-brainer. It should be banned. It should be prosecuted. And that's not even getting into the fact that a lot of the targets of this stuff are not over 18. Deepfakes regularly produce CSAM, child exploitation material.
That's fucked. How is there not, like, maybe somebody's training their own AI model, but how is there not like some sort of filter that stops this? I don't know. That's so fucked. Like, because imagine like those videos, like imagine like whenever you go arrest people, for having the CSAM stuff, like having it on their hard drives. Imagine how many deepfakes are just tacked in that. God, dude, like this is we're in a dystopia right now. We are legit.
All of this has finally kind of icked lawmakers enough to start pushing change, which is good. Like, it's the lowest.
Shit, we said that at the same time. Good.
But to be clear, no laws are perfect, and these laws specifically put the burden of finding and reporting this non-consensual imagery onto the victims of it instead of the platforms themselves, which is kind of messed up when you think about it, especially when sometimes the platforms themselves are creating the imagery or media in the first place. I'm talking about Grok.
In 2025.
Yeah, see, that's fucked, because then like if somebody like is being exploited like that, their image is being exploited, like they're the ones that have to go through and actually report it, rather than like there being some sort of ID. There being some guardrail in place to stop this from happening, which I think if it doesn't stop, like if we don't like make some clear guardrails in place, this is only going to get worse, and it's going to get way worse. And there's going to be, I mean, this sounds so doomerish, but I mean, it's like there's going to be a degradation of society. We're already at that point with the social media. Now AI is just going to make it worse.
Released what they called spicy mode. Toward the end of the year, users began utilizing Grok's new spicy mode.
And in Twitter, Elon Musk just co-signed on this. Just be like, yeah, let's put that on there. Spicy mode. I don't know. For Gooners, this is amazing. This is like awesome, revolutionary, but like they don't even understand the implications of what this could actually mean. Like it could be your mom, it could be your sister, it could be your girlfriend, it could be anybody that they're just taking their image and just going, yep, look, we're jerking off to her. Some people don't care, but some people do. And you can't just take that agency away from them. You can't just take that away, like that choice. You can't just go, yep, no, you don't get any choice. I get to do this. This is just going to make me go jerk off just because I can't go get a girlfriend. Like it's fucked, bro.
To turn X into the #1 deepfake generator across the entire internet, according to our analysis. What happened was that in a 24-hour period early January, we found that Grok had generated 6,700 non-consensual sexualized deepfakes in 1 hour. That was just 1 hour. That's huge. Experts we interviewed said that it was completely unprecedented, and it continued for days.
Yeah.
That's only 1 hour.
Also owned by the same people who own X, produced 6,700 non-consensual deepfakes in 1 hour, and our laws would require all those affected to manually fill out reports for each of those posts, which is obviously unrealistic. I mean, if you're a billion-dollar company with a spicy deepfake tool, you should be liable for that spicy deepfake tool. And maybe Elon knows that because eventually he capitulated and claimed he was restricting the tool use, although like...
Good. I don't know why he would just add that in the first place.
Elon says this has been disputed. Ultimately, though, that's just part of the deepfake story in explicit content, the use of non-consensual imagery. We are trying to ban that. It is imperfect, but ultimately, almost all the stakeholders agree it should be banned. It's just a disagreement about how that's in practice going to happen. But the other part of this story is that part of what Grok showed is how much engagement this type of material can generate. And so,
well, I mean, there are tons of gooners. I mean, there are a lot of horny, lonely men on the internet that just don't give a fuck, especially on Twitter. You got like the worst of the worst over there. They congregate. It's because like it's a platform where they're not going to be banned for it.
Certain businesses are in a mad scramble to leverage it in a legal way. Maybe you've seen stories of companionship bots. OpenAI is considering a not safe for work mode. Other people are fully deep faking women who don't exist at all. And still others are trying to deep fake someone who does it.
I think that's okay. Honestly, like if you're deep faking people that don't exist, that don't have any sort of agency or wouldn't like experience any sort of harm from this, I don't think that's bad. Like I have no problem with what's up, Chan. I have no problem with AI like generating porn. I have a problem with AI generating CSAM, obviously. I just don't like if it's like fake porn. I don't see any problem with that. I just think it's low tier. I mean, it's like what you're not getting anything out of it. You like my new profile picture on what?
Exist,
but I don't see it on my end. I'll have to go. Hold on, actually.
Like an OnlyFans agency.
All the marketing content is AI. So obviously why we do this is because we can get the model to create content, but with AI these days and how hyper
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it.
realistic it is, we can create like unlimited quality content at a few clicks of a finger. So obviously we leverage that and create as much content as possible and splurt it out across every social media platform, which funnels back into OnlyFans, which creates us the revenue, of course. But then there's also guys that I know personally that just do AI created models.
That is he told me he runs an OnlyFans agency, and he said his customers have no idea that some of the posts are fully AI deepfakes, and that sometimes the model doesn't exist at all.
Do the guys...
Yeah, see, I don't know. Fuck, dude. Like, I don't know. It's a weird position because it's like, what for me, I think that if you're going on OnlyFans paying for this stuff, I mean, you kind of and you're opening yourself up to be fooled like this, and it's like you're just using, like, you're just getting horny. You can't just go on Pornhub and look up the free stuff that people are just putting out for free, and you want to go pay for it. It's like, bro, like, just stop gooning, stop gooning so hard. Stop putting your money into it. Like, why? It's like you're just getting real people. I don't know. I don't think that these people should be doing this. I take like a hard stance against OnlyFans or anything, but it's like if they're using AI and you can't even tell, I don't know. I don't know what the efficacy of this is, but I don't have much stake in it. I don't really care much because I'm not putting my money into OnlyFans girls. But it seems like a lot of people are, and they're getting fooled, and they're jerking off to AI girls without even realizing it, which is whatever. No, I'm not. I'm just reacting to, videos stuff because I'm stockpiling on a bunch of videos that I'm going to release. But
Guys who are purchasing this know that it's not real?
No, they don't. Not at all.
How is that possible? Maybe, wait. Maybe you're not giving them enough credit. Maybe they know, they just don't want to know, if that makes sense.
No, I don't think they know, my friends. I don't think they know. The 99% of the people that are scrolling through these reels can't detect that it's AI. So they're still subscribing.
Yeah, because they're so fucking horny. They're so horn-brained. Their brains are so turned off. They don't care. They're just like, yes, I get to jerk off. Oh yeah, like that's all they care about.
It's a real model. Which obviously then they subscribe and then they have chatters on the back end. They chat to these people and obviously build relationships. So they're not talking to a real girl. And in fact, she doesn't exist. Like, of course, with what we do, the girl does exist. But they don't know what their names are, what they look like, or whatever. The girls that we manage don't even go on the OnlyFans profile, and they don't check any of the messages. So, I mean, it's all fake. It's all fugazi, my friend. I don't know.
That does seem kind of... It's kind of like a weird kind of scam where if the guy actually thinks he's paying to chat with the girl, and none of these guys are actually chatting with any girl, at best they're chatting with probably a different girl, another man, or at worst, I guess, a bot, like just a straight up bot. I guess that's where it's going anyways.
There's no bots that can replicate it.
But like, okay. I'm going to make there's an argument that can be made that it's like, what's the harm if they never find out? I guess this can extend to others. I'm just saying for this situation in particular, what's the harm if they never find out that they're not talking to a real person? They never find out that it's not a real person. Like they never find out that what they're jerking off to or what they're viewing and paying for is not real, and it gets them off perfectly fine, and they're paying for this fake girl, and they're talking to somebody else that they think is a girl but that is actually not. I mean, I don't think that anything immoral is happening there. I think that it would be bad if they did find out, because then they would feel like they were getting taken advantage of. But in this scenario, I mean, at least for this topic in particular, where somebody's just blatantly paying to get off, it's like, if they do, it's like, I mean, I don't have much of a hard stance for this, but this is a tenable position, by the way.
As of yet, but I can say that 99% of the chatters are from the Philippines, just chatting to these individuals, building the relationships, and ending up with a lot of money. So
I want to be honest here. This is a scam. And afterwards, I dug into this guy and I realized he was also...
You notice how you notice how CoffeeZilla is really big on scams. He hates scams and he wants to talk about them. But on this one, he's like kind of smiling. It's kind of he's not really taking that serious.
I want to be honest here. This is a scam. And afterwards, I
guess for him, he thinks this is like a silly scam, like nothing of. I mean, I kind of hold that position as well, but I mean, I don't know.
Dug into this guy and I realized he was also selling young men on how to do the same thing. So to avoid promoting him, I've removed his name from this video. And I want to be clear, he's promoting some very unethical tactics. Like in one group chat, he says you need to get extra creative if you want to rinse your buyers properly, and suggests telling your chatters a fake story saying the sick grandmother will print you money.
Fuck, bro. See, now it's kind of getting worse because then it's like you're really tugging on these people's heartstrings and you're really trying to take advantage of their empathy. So if you're doing shit like that, yeah, it becomes a lot worse because it could be scaled to actually some like tangible harms. But if it's just like some rando on the internet that like deepfaked some like fake girl, not real girl, fake girl, you know, fooled up some people and they're paying for it and they're getting off or whatever. I don't know.
And he sends sample messages of how you can talk about this dead grandmother who doesn't exist and a funeral cost that doesn't exist, all in order to get the person to send the model more money. So it's like really gross and ethically disgusting. But I found it very telling because I ended up asking about an earlier comment he made where he said deepfake technology is probably bad for society, and yet he uses it. And I wanted to know how he can justify that.
No, I believe it's bad also, even though I'm in the industry. You know, I've been in the industry for 3 years now.
Society at large, you said, oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not like controversial what he's saying, that like, yeah, this is bad, but I still use it. It's like the same thing as like somebody who agrees with a vegan, like if somebody makes an argument for veganism, saying that you shouldn't eat meat because it's bad that animals die, and there are alternatives that you could do that would make the world a better place. Somebody could agree with this, but then still go eat cheeseburgers just because they have a personal preference. So this guy, as much as you can call him a piece of shit, which he probably is if that's the case, he recognizes what he's doing has some sort of tangible harm or is not like necessarily ethical, but he still uses it in the first place. He's benefiting from it. So it's like his whole livelihood is benefiting from this unethical practice, but he doesn't care as much because the benefit is outweighing the harm in his mind. It's not like the people do this all the time. It's like cognitive dissonance. You're not really, you're just like turning a blind eye to this stuff. And we do this constantly. And I think maximizing for morality, maximizing for becoming the most moral person that you possibly can, does have some sort of negative effect on you, which is why we try to, limit ourselves in how much how moral we're being, because to be the most moral would essentially just cause you to start giving everything that you possibly have to everybody around you to try, especially I guess in a utilitarian sense though. Where you're taking everything from yourself and giving it to others because you feel like it has some sort of positive effect on the world. But that's why doing that is cringe. You need to do it to an extent that it doesn't significantly harm you, but you don't need to turn away from it to the extent that you're significantly harming the world. But it's hard to draw a line there. This is not what he's like. I know CoffeeZilla is saying, how can he justify this? Why? How can he say that this is a good thing? He's obviously saying it's not. It's a good thing for him. It's a good thing for his bottom line in his pocket, but it's not a good thing for the world.
Oh, this is kind of bad. But you're in the industry. So explain your thinking there. Is it like, well, you got to get the bag somehow and it's just all going down anyways. I'm not going to change that.
Yeah, I think it's go get the bag. And I think there's a lot of worse industries out there that you could obviously indulge in to get more money, and I think that it's just the way humans are these days. I mean, if you can't beat them, join them and make a lot of money, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, shitty. Don't get me wrong, but let's say you're living in a world where I don't know, something extremely bad, like everyone's doing something extremely bad, like harmful. And the only way to get up in the world is to also join that as well. It's like, I'm not saying that is where we're at, because I think the argument this guy is making is like, he totally could get money elsewhere. He doesn't have to do this practice, but he sees that it's a lucrative. He's a business guy, you know. He's not like, and when you're running a business, not all the time is the thing that you're focused on is how positive you're affecting the world. But that's not me saying that you should just justify fucking people over being a shitty person. But it happens. We all do it constantly. We should try to limit ourselves in doing it. Yeah. I'm not, like I said, I'm not reacting to music today.
Well, if that isn't the slogan of our era, I swear, AI was a mistake. No offense, of course.
Really, man? AI? You know Grandma Boy's your problem, right?
No, let's not do this AI defender thing again, please. Come on.
Well, you're in my bar. I'm not gonna stand here and let you blame us while humans caused all your problems.
It is your people, though. I mean, you have to admit. You see the video, deepfakes? That's the problem, right? That's your guys.
It's the gun versus the gunman, Coffee. Who prompted all that stuff?
Well, obviously we did, but we didn't actually make the videos and images.
Aha! So you admit we're not the cause. We just helped you humans see more of what you already were. Horny, lying thieves.
Calm down. I mean, I'm glad you feel that way about us. So I guess you have no problem then with Grok?
Sorry, Coffee. I'm not watching all this. I just want to hear. Oh, it's just all of it. That's the rest of it. Okay, well, that's the end of that video. Yeah, AI is fucking scary. We should really try to limit how much we're using it. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I think people are just going to make funny shit. And they're also going to make extremely immoral shit. And I'm curious to see where it goes. I really am. But I'm going to take a break real quick. Not like a long break. I'll be right back. But I'm going to go make me something to eat. Maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Something like that. It'll take me like 3 minutes. But I'll be right back. In the meantime, I will just play this. I'll be right back.
I know you are blind. I know this plane of earth is hard to live and go away.
All right, we're back. We're so back. Shit. Okay, let's kind of lighten up the mood a little bit. Let's do something different. What should we watch? Should we react to? See what they're doing over here.
We invite, we don't exclude. We invite.
Yes, you invite, but as soon as somebody decides to leave after they've been invited, what happens?
Usually they get excluded because people are like, oh, they left the church, so they're obviously.
Funny. Let's see. What is this?
I have made so many videos over the last few months covering Pokemon card related crime. Card shops are being robbed more frequently than gas stations, and there is more violent crime happening from Pokemon card scalpers than there was in Gotham City. Like, I think even Batman would be having his work cut out for him trying to put the kibosh on these degenerate loser scumbags. Before diving into the meat and potatoes of the latest Pokemon crime I want to cover in this video, I want to give you some good news at the top here. I'll give you the dessert before force-feeding you the vegetables. The alleged wheelman in that $116,000 Pokemon card heist I covered about a month ago has been arrested.
Damn, I didn't even see that. What the fuck, bro? Pokemon cards are becoming like so valuable. I mean, so I know Logan Paul got in on that, but that's still wild.
That's the armed robbery. Yeah, about a month ago at a place called Pokecourt, there was a group of dudes who went in there with guns, and Team Rocket was just waving them around.
What is this, a fucking bank? Like, what are you doing? Like, what, like, rob something else. Why are you robbing Pokemon cards? Isn't this like a children's card game? I mean, I think that was the intention, but I mean, it's not made just for children, but I mean, damn, what is the world coming to? You can't fucking even play a children. Like, if some kid is opening up a pack on the street, and it's like a Charizard, like we're talking about, like the original packs of Charizards or whatever. Like, do they risk some guy just coming up and robbing them? Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
And breaking glass to steal all of the card product as well as the taking money from the register. They caught the driver. His name is Julio Colina. He's 27 years old.
Shit, same age as me. We're cooked.
Loveless, dickless, a virgin. I was trying to find his mugshot, but I couldn't find it, so I'm making up my own fan fiction. I believe he probably stands at 4'6", smells like shit, and loves pee. On the day of the armed Pokemon robbery, he dropped the suspects off and then waited 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all he could spare, like fucking Albert Wesker here. And then drove off with them. He said he was willing to chauffeur them because they'd promised him gifts if they could pack their bags while riding in his van. Those gifts must have been intoxicating. He was addicted to them. Maybe they were just giving him smooches or something for his lonely ass, because he was apparently like a really reliable driver for them for their crimes. He also served as the driver for the same group of goobers on January 9th when they stole Pokemon merchandise worth around...
How much are they? Why Pokemon? Like, did they just research this shit? Just go, okay, what is like the most expensive thing we can steal, and then just decided to just start doing Pokemon? Like, they're doing Pokemon merch too. I mean, what's the goal here? Obviously to make money, but God, like, I feel like they could do something else. Like, just rob a fucking bank like normal. Why go for the Pokemon cards? Like, now you're just gonna be scaring people from even just I don't know. This just has horrible implications. I mean, robbing people is terrible in and of itself, but like, fucking Pokemon cards? Come on.
$11,000 from a different shop. So this guy really did enjoy driving them around. Those gifts must have been amazing, but he claimed he didn't know what the trio was doing when they left his van.
Sure, buddy.
They believe it's just a pitiful attempt at him trying to save his own ass.
Of course it is. That's exactly what it is. There's no way if he's doing this multiple times and they're going in places multiple times to do this, it's not like he did not know that they weren't doing this. Of course they did. I mean, you're running in there with ski masks and guns and shit like he knows. He's just trying to get out of it.
Obviously it is. I have no doubt he's stupid. I guarantee he's a lobotomite, but he's not dumb enough to just be like, oh, dude, I just dropped these guys off, like, thinking that they were just going to go do some, like, normal business and stuff, and I was going to sit there and wait, and they always came back with, like, treats and candy and stuff. I had no idea they were doing anything bad or naughty.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's just going to walk in there and go into, like, a job interview in a ski mask in the dead of night, just at midnight. Like, come on. That's fucking stupid.
As you guys are, I'm a victim too. I was driving people that I thought were my friends. So hopefully that defense never works for him and he spends a long time in the slammer and squeals on his friends. I really hope he rolls over belly up and gives up the two dudes that had the guns. I know Pokemon card crime isn't taken seriously by the authorities in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately, even though it is an out-of-control epidemic showing no signs of slowing down. But I mean, come on, like, crime is crime, even if it includes Pokemon. I mean, like, this is why. Like, I guess I get it. They see it as a kid's children, like it's for children. But I mean, it's still crime. Like, these people are still like going in there and robbing people point blank. And it needs to be taken serious. I mean, like, Pokemon cards are like extremely expensive. Like, these are like. These are valuable things, you know, like you've had cards that have sold for multi-million dollars. I think what's the most, was it the Charizard most expensive? Let's see. $16 million fucking dollars. Is that 2026? I know this is the AI overview, but it has to be somewhat reliable, right? $16 million for a Pokemon Illustrator card? Jesus. That's fucking stupid. 900 and whoa. Somebody's selling it for $999,999.99. How? $1 million on eBay? Can you even make a transaction that high? A PSA 9 mint, a 9. They're trying to sell it for $1 million. $200,000. Imagine owning this. Imagine just having this ready to sell. Wow, bro. What? What do you mean good? Great service and fast delivery with great packaging. The Luke guy just dropped $200,000. That's more than most people make in like 5 years. Over that, like 6, 7, whatever. 6, 7. All right, let's get back. I have to imagine armed robbery, waving guns at people, threatening people with fucking guns over Pokemon cards is probably something that they should take a little more seriously.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying, Charlie. Thank you for agreeing with me. I promise I have not watched this before.
So hopefully this entire group here ends up in prison. I'll keep my fingers crossed. But now I'd like to go over the most recent Pokemon robbery that I just saw a video of. It happened to House of Cards.
Pokemon card store robbery. Greater Vancouver. British Columbia, March 5th, 2026. Wow. So this was, what is today? Don't say that number. 6/7. It's the 13th now. So this was not that long ago.
In Vancouver, and they unfortunately got ganked by the goof troop here. It has become almost routine for the biggest group of losers to come together and decide, like,
it's like a liability to even have valuable Pokemon cards in your store. Like, you'd imagine these people were doing this to like a pawn shop, like a jewelry, anything like that. To do this for Pokemon cards, I mean, they have to have some sort of scheme, because I don't imagine. You said I'm leaving. Oh, you're leaving because I said 6/7. My bad. 6/7. Anyway, yeah, like they have to have some sort of scheme, because I imagine there should be an easy way to stop this from happening. Is that you just mark down the serial numbers on the cards, and then if you see those cards being sold, hopefully they do it online. If they're smart, they would do it offline, but hopefully they do it online, and then you could just take the serial numbers. You know, as if the serial numbers match up to what was in the store, there you go. Then you got your people and you track them down and get them. But I think what Charlie is pointing out here is that these people are like the cops aren't really taking them seriously. So maybe you can do that. It's just people aren't.
hey boys, let's go rob a card shop. I'm not exaggerating. Almost every single day, there is a card shop being broken into and having their shit stolen.
Is it that bad? Like, I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know, can I add you on PS5? I don't have a PS5. I only have PC. But I didn't realize it was that bad. Like, I thought this was like a rare thing.
Pretty much every hour, you can bet your sweet bippy somewhere in the world, a card shop just got hit by a sledgehammer, the windows busted in, and the greasiest loser you've ever seen stumbles through and breaks glass, grabbing a handful of Pokemon cards and waddles their way out to try and resell it and scalp. And it's just, oh, it's so fucking pathetic. And I feel so bad for the card shop owners, because it's not like this is, you know, the most lucrative business in the world. These aren't stores owned by like billionaires and huge corporations.
Yeah, if you're owning a card shop, most people that are coming in and buying cards, they're just going to be buying cards to like add to their collection. They're not buying these like high dollar rare cards. I mean, I guess some people are. But like, what's that, Black Lotus for the Magic the Gathering? But I mean, like, you're not going to be selling shit like this in a card shop most of the time. It's just going to be like, you know, pretty low tier or like mid to high tier cards that sell for maybe a couple $100 or something like that. And you know, the card shop owners aren't making like tons and tons of money. They're running a business, and then now they have to pay for all of the damages that you're doing, and you're coming in and fucking up their whole facility. I mean, most of these people are just people like who ran their business, especially where I'm at. It's just people that that are really passionate about video games, really passionate about card collecting, and they're opening a business. Imagine if that happened to you. You open a fucking business, some fucking jackass hooks a ratchet strap up to your doors and just rips them off their hinges, come in there and heavy breathe and just, oh, where's scotch? And they get their fucking greasy hands all over your shit. You know, everything's broken. You have to clean up. Then you have to have like, you know, the pest people that come in and like spray, like, because there's going to be this extremely bad odor in there forever, especially if they walked in there. Yeah, it's not good. It's really not good.
They're mom and pop shops.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're just card shops from ordinary people that want to try and make a career out of engaging in a community and a hobby that they love. And they are just getting brutalized by the fucking biggest slimeball pigs imaginable that have deluded themselves into thinking that they can make a lot of money off scalping stolen products. I hate these people, man. I swear. I genuinely wish the worst for them.
my God, bro. Imagine how much that costs to fix. Imagine all of the damages. Like, they just do not give a fuck. They don't care. They just want what they want and then leaving. Like, bro. No manners. No. I mean, obviously they're robbing a store. They don't have any manners. But I mean, it's like, come on, bro. Like, and they have to get in, get out, you know, get their shit. But it's just wild. Like, I don't know what's this over here. If this is like a business, or like a residence. Looks like it might be a business. But it's like, imagine witnessing this, seeing this, and be like, oh my fucking God, can you believe this? You know, the fucking pile driver card shop next door is getting robbed.
The way the big guy at the end was moving like Frankenstein's monster, I thought that chunky douchebag was about to eat shit while trying to get through the window and just cut himself all on that glass. But he made it through seemingly injury-free, and then these assholes just start storming the store and basically grabbing everything they can find.
I mean, I don't even know if this shit is even worth it. Like, why are they grabbing that? I mean, maybe they already know. Maybe they've been in here and seen what they have. But I imagine if you could probably grab this statue over here. That would be, I'm sure that's run some good money. You can't see shit, unfortunately. Like, you have no idea what any of these are. Imagine how stressful this is too, as the people that are robbing it. It's not like I give a fuck, but I'm just putting myself into the brain of one of them that are there. I'm just like, imagine the adrenaline, like the sounds that are going on, and it's just you lock the fuck in and start grabbing everything you can. It looks like they don't even know, like they can't even like put it in the bag straight. Yeah, I don't know. These guys are fucked up. Like this is really shitty. Because like you're not doing this to a big corporation. You're doing this to, like he was saying, like a mom and pop shop. You're doing this to people that can't really afford this as is. Like, fuck. Damn, they are taking their fucking time.
In total, they spent roughly 3 minutes for this whole operation, and from the time that the window broke and the alarm sounded, police arrived 4 minutes later, according to House of Cards in the comment section. So the police response was pretty quick. A lot of people in the comments were like, what the fuck is the police response time? 2 to 3 business days? But according to House of Cards, it was actually very fast. And it's not like fucking GTA where the police...
Oh, they just had to be there for like 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. Imagine come running out of there and the police see you, bro. That is fucking crazy. Like, imagine somebody scalping Charlie here. I mean, he's got some pretty expensive shit. Look at that. God slap. Let's get the brilliant. Yeah. There's probably... I don't know how much all of this is worth, but I see a little Majora's Mask back there. I bet you if I came through and crashed in Charlie's house and took all that, I could get a lot of money. Well, I was going to say they need to do that. I don't think they need to do that. That would be fucked up. But, and plus, Charlie's packing. Like he has guns too. So they're all the way in Canada. So
can just spawn in on top of them the second that the, third star gets activated here.
It would be funny.
4 minutes was pretty quick. They were just faster, so the police did not get there in time. And I don't think that's because these are criminal masterminds or anything, galaxy brain geniuses who plotted out to the very second the amount of time they need to spend in the store before police arrived. I think they just got extremely lucky that they were out like a minute before the police got there. I truly don't think that had anything to do with their planning at all. Their plan was very simple. rent a car, steal a plate, hit glass with a hammer, put a hook in it, and rip it off. Yeehaw. Dukes a Hazzard. Yippee. Like, there is nothing here that screams highly organized, smart criminals. They just got lucky. This is definitely a group of people that were probably regulars at this shop, so they knew the product that they wanted to target, so that way they could do it quickly and leave quickly. And they just got very lucky that it was fast enough that police couldn't catch them in time.
Now, I heard the guy earlier that was in front of the counter. He was sitting over here. He was yelling at him to grab stuff up off this shelf. He said that earlier, so it made it seem like he at least one of these is a regular here. They at least know. They had to know, because it's not like they're just going to be like, you know, if they see just some random shop, they'll be like, oh yeah, let's go rob that. They have to like kind of scout out the area and make sure that it has good products. Oh shit, this shop is a lot bigger than this is the other angle. Okay. I was gonna say, damn, this is like a giant shop. I bet you these are all Magic the Gathering cards. Which they should have. I mean, they like, if they were gonna go for stuff, now we can actually get a good look at what they have. This Darth Vader, that wouldn't have been feasible to steal. Yeah, all of these cards over here. I don't know what's back here. I just want to know what that is. Oh yeah, he ran back in. What is he taking? There's some device of something. That's got to be a device. I just wish I knew.
Every day I pray that human beings find the strength within them to resist purchasing scalped products. The only fucking reason these...
Well, I mean, that's... bro. Look, what I'm going to say, it's going to sound kind of shitty, but just hear me out. That is rich coming from you, who is extremely rich, extremely profitable, not saying it's justified for somebody to buy scalped products. But if there's a product that you want and you're pretty broke, you know, you don't have much money, don't have the expendable income, and you see a scalped product on the internet and somebody's like, hey, you know, I'm selling this for cheaper than what you normally would have gotten it. I mean, it's a good deal. And who knows? I mean, I don't know. Like, most people don't know it's scalped, I'm sure. Unless they're in it, they should know what to look out for, like the red flags. But I mean, still, like, come on, like, this is, I don't know. Like, if you're broke, you don't have the money, you really want a particular thing, and somebody steals something and then is selling it to you, and you don't know necessarily if it's stolen, but it is, you know, it's looking kind of a little bit fishy. I'm not going to blame somebody for going through with the purchase. Just being like, well, I mean, like, I do want this. It sucks, but it's like, there's nothing you're not going to be able to stop it. You're not going to be able to stop if somebody scalps something or somebody steals something and sells it on the internet. You're not going to be able to stop. There's always going to be somebody out there who does not give a fuck, just doesn't care. Be like, shit, good price.
Crimes happen so often, so frequently, is because people are buying them. And by buying this scalped and stolen shit, it only enables this behavior even more from other people out there.
That's not a bad argument. That's true. It does enable them to do it. But it's like, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I think you're just like what Charlie is saying here is just, I wish they wouldn't do that. But I mean, it's like, yeah, but you understand why they are doing it. It's not like because they necessarily want to enable it. It's just because shit is expensive now. I mean, the society we live in, it's like it's hard to get anything. Any sort of just thing that's supposed to be a privilege or supposed to be something like recreational, like if you're a collector or something. It's not easy. A lot of people are having to pay out the ass for so much shit. So,
and thus we are seeing this catastrophic state of the hobby where not only is like the market itself all fucked up because of complete scumbag losers out there that are exploiting it directly, but now even card shops and just people aren't safe at these card shops because now criminals have infested it and are now just going in there blatantly and brazenly stealing and committing crimes, violent crimes, all to get their hands on Pokemon cards to sell on the secondary market because people are buying them. It's so fucking tragic. It's disgusting. And I really hope authorities will start to look at this more seriously. It's out of control. It's completely out of control. Like, it feels like they don't really pursue it all that hard. Like, if they don't actually catch them in the act, then they probably don't catch them at all, except in the case of the wheelman from the armed robbery.
Yeah, I mean, like...
On that. And I hope that becomes...
I mean, like, look. If you have these people, I don't know how hard it is to catch them. I imagine it's not very easy, depending on the route that they go down. But it's like, they should be trying to catch these people. These are dangerous people. Like, don't get it twisted. These are dangerous people. To be able to completely do away with all social norms of what is actually accessible or acceptable, and then just rip the fucking window off of a business, understanding that there are people that are going to have to pay for this. Like, who's to say that this person wouldn't, if given the opportunity, if somebody, like, if they could profit off of it, you know, who's to say they wouldn't like kill somebody or like take someone's life if they thought they can get away with it? I mean, like, these are dangerous people and they need to be dealt with accordingly. I guess just because it is some game shop or card shop or, you know, collector shop, I think they just may not find it as feasible to do or like even worth it, which it obviously is.
Becomes more commonplace of them trying to follow through on these investigations to catch these people. Because again, I have no doubt these three guys that went in there and stole all that shit have been in that store numerous times and have probably been caught on camera scoping it out. I hope they will pursue it thoroughly so that way maybe they can arrest them, throw the book at them, and have this act as a deterrent to finally send a message to other people that maybe think about stealing from other card shops and committing violent crimes over fucking shiny cardboard to think twice on it. I hope it ruins their life. I really hope they get caught. I hope it ruins their life. According to House of Cards,
yeah, I think, you know, having their life ruined in this scenario, it's just like, again, like throwing out completely all social norms and then just, you know, doing like understanding that you're going to be causing a lot of suffering, temporary sometimes, but still a lot of suffering. It'd be better for society if they were like dealt with in some way. I'm not saying killing or anything, but definitely like some sort of jail time, some sort of punishment, shame, all of that.
Car that they used was a rented vehicle, and the license plate was a stolen plate off of another vehicle. So they can't track the car overly well or anything.
I mean, they definitely covered their tracks if that's the case. That they like stole the plate off of somebody else's vehicle and then put it on that one. I mean, at least they knew to do that. You would hope that they would be stupid, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, God, you got to have like a pretty good fucking plan if you're going to do some shit like this. Oh, somebody's getting greedy. He's like, come on. Oh, he's the fucking driver.
Complete pieces of shit, useless, worthless worms. It's also kind of adorable, though, how one of them, the tiny guy, couldn't find black gloves for the crime, so instead he borrowed his mother's mittens and threw those green things on his hand there. I just really hope they get caught. I really, really, really hope they get arrested. It's such a sad state of affairs here for the fucking TCG community, specifically Pokemon cards, because of shit like this, obviously, but it's showing no signs of slowing down, and I just can't fucking stand this garbage. So, wanted to yap about it again. That's about it. So,
Yep. That shit's sad. I hate it for him. Let's see some of these comments. Let's see what the comments are saying. It's like the entire hobby are populated by 10% real collectors and another 10% children and card enthusiasts, and the rest are scalper and grifters. I want Nintendo to flood the market to kill the card economy. This is crazy. Yeah, that's true. If you make this less that is a funny way to look at it, though. If you make it less profitable, then less crime happens. Could you imagine if Nintendo did that? But Nintendo doesn't care. I mean, maybe they do, but it's like they don't care enough to be like, yeah, we're gonna like hurt our bottom dollar. I work at House of Cards. Thanks for showing. Oh shit, this guy works at where this was. Thanks for showing what we've been through. The support really helps. Keep spreading awareness of those terrible incidents. Hopefully, people will stop these attacks at the TC. Yeah, for sure. My roommate works at Meijer, and they hire an individual person to restock the Pokemon cards to the store. The person who does the restocking has to check her car for air tags because Pokemon scalpers will literally track her route so that they can be first to catch the restock. The worst part is someone tracked her home and broke into her house to steal stuff. Wow. Oh my God. Bro, this is actually insane. Really? Fucking air tags and shit? It's genuinely so sad. It's genuinely so sad. I went to the game store with my little brother last week, and he was looking for Pokemon cards to play against his friends at school. He walks in, looks around for a couple minutes until the store owner comes over and asked what my little brother was looking for. We said Pokemon. The owner said, we went out of stock last week when someone bought the entire inventory the day it was delivered to us. These people are so greedy and inconsiderate towards actual fans who just have a good time. Wow. You see, this is the problem, is like the moment that this shit becomes so mainstream, like when you got the Jake Paul or Logan Paul and who's that, like all of the people, like the craze that happened when people were opening Pokemon cards, that's whenever it really became extremely lucrative because it was just everybody on everybody's feeds. You know, I'm surprised it's still as popular as it is, but fun fact, I work at a cannabis grow. There have been way less instances involving robbery in the entire history of Colorado's cannabis. All right. Fun fact, I work at a cannabis grow. There have been way less incidents involving robbery in the entire history of Colorado's cannabis industry than Pokemon-related crimes in the span of 1 year. That is wild. That is, oh my God. I love the idea of having a card shop, but at this rate, I'd rather do it in simulators than go through this shit. Yeah, that's for sure. I would be scared, dude. Like, I used to work at a gas station at night, you know, like a night shift gas station. And I wouldn't say it was pretty, like, really sketchy, but it was still a little stressful. But I feel like I would be more stressful if I was working in a card shop. I wouldn't want to. But yeah, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think I'm done. I think this is a good part to end it. No. I got to talk about some shit I wanted to talk about. Got to do some shit I wanted to do. And I'm going to go hang out. You know, go be by myself. Or maybe I'll hop up on a panel on a call-in show. Who knows? We'll see. But that being said, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And